well, maybe not. I see some new faces. So let me introduce myself real quick. I am Jamie Williams from Hastings, Nebraska. I am right now a Pro 5.5 in search of that Pro 6, but I miss all of these faces. My real clock-in job is as an exercise specialist in cardiac rehab at the hospital. And I was actually fortunate enough to be introduced to LifeVantage through Shauna's husband, Greg. And I've been blown away ever since, because this has been a blessing. Watching him firsthand recover from his heart surgery, I'm sure a lot of you have heard Greg and Shauna's story, but I got to watch him firsthand. And my history with my family is my dad struggled with heart disease his entire life, basically. It's been 27 years. So this has completely changed the course of his health, and I'm forever grateful for that. Because if I wouldn't have been introduced to that, I wouldn't have been able to share that with my dad. So my heart is with LifeVantage, and I'm so thankful for what it's brought to me. Not only for my health, but all of these faces that I see. You have no idea how much this makes my day. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my story, because it's really evolved. I started not knowing anything about business. Shauna will attest to that. I was excited about products. That's exactly why I dove in, which I'm sure a lot of you are the same way. But Shauna showed me the ropes. You know, you learn as you go. If it feels right, this sounded good, I wanted involved, I wanted to be a part of it. And I've just kind of learned along the way, and I have a lot of learning left to do. But come full circle, 2 years later, I didn't know what kind of position I would be in, because I'm living proof of what multi-level marketing does, the power of leveraging yourself, leveraging your time. For those of you who don't know me very well, I just had twins at the end of December, so that makes mom of 4, and right now what you're seeing is the mom that's been solo for 4 days, and we're all alive. We look like crap, but we're alive. So we're figuring this out. But what I am so excited about with LifeVantage and my team is that my priority, and yours guys' too, I'm sure, is your family. That's first and foremost what is near and dear to your heart, and what you live for is your family. So what this opportunity provided for me was the chance to step away for a little bit, because I was in a place where I had a team growing, and I'm super grateful for that, because they took care of me. They said, go be with your family, we got you. And that just, my heart grew big time, because having all my teammates reach out to me and say that, we got you, be with your family, don't feel bad. There's no other place that I could have gotten that kind of support. So as I step away to be with my family, my business actually grew. In what world does that happen? I have very limited time, I will be honest. I'm trying to stay plugged in, and I absolutely miss my LifeVantage people. This is what makes my heart happy. And when I had to step away for a while, I have missed it tremendously. But the fact of the matter is that I was able to spend time with my family, be where I really needed to be, and I still watch my business grow, which means my teammates are stepping up. They stepped out of their comfort zone. I see a face that just popped on that I'm excited. I owe a ton of credit to Regina, my business partner, my cousin, for really stepping out of her comfort zone, stepping into a leadership role. Chris, Lindsay, all of these people that have stepped up to grow themselves and in turn grow their own businesses, which grows all of us. So the power of leveraging yourself, I'm living proof that it happened, that no other place can you step away from your work and your business still grows. How awesome is that? So I love you guys. Thank you for continuing to support me emotionally and in the business too. So I'm super grateful for all of you guys. A couple of things that I want to talk about tonight quickly is we're just going to cover some of the promotions so everybody's on the same page. You guys, I love this call, and I have missed out on it because bedtimes and all of that and running the show, sometimes I just can't hop on, but I know I miss it because this is where you kind of get refueled, you get refocused, and you get on the path to start the week right, to see all these faces, get caught up in what's going on, and it's just where you're ready to get your Monday rocking and rolling. You're not dreading Monday because you're ready to hit the trail. So what we're doing here, this call, you guys know, if for anybody that's new, plan on it every Sunday at 8:30, same account. Repeatedly, we're doing this so that you can plug in and learn from leaders on what's going on in the company and with our team. If you have not heard about the Pacesetter program, okay, some of you have been a part of this for long enough to know that the Pacesetter was an incentive program that they did for just a little bit, but they made it a staple incentive for us, so it's another way to earn money. So here's the deal. For the Pacesetter, that you could still earn the extra cash that's out there to go get, which is a lot of cash. So I highly recommend, if you're new, get moving, because you can get it. Okay, so if you enrolled after December 2nd, you can still hit Pro 3, which is $5,000 in organizational volume, and you can still get that $700. Okay, you get your first 3 full months to earn this. Okay, 3 full months. So if you are new in the business and you enrolled after February 2nd, you can still hit Pro 2, which is $2,500 in organizational volume, and collect $100. Okay, so that's just an update on the timelines for when you enrolled, if you're still eligible for those earnings. If you are unsure of what the Pacesetter program is, comment in here so that we know you need that question answered, and we'll put you in touch with your leader to explain what that Pacesetter program is for you. Okay, now March Madness. Whoop, whoop. I love it. I love March Madness for a lot of reasons, but this is super fun that the company and our own team is throwing out this incentive. So if you have not been on the Facebook page at all, you don't know what the March Madness is all about, it's another incentive to get you moving and to bring new people into the business. So if you are up for it, well, today, March 10th, was the deadline to get into the first round of the March Madness. So bringing in a new business partner, so at any level, didn't matter which level, if you scored a point, it puts you in the running to qualify for the next round in the March Madness. You guys, at the end of this with the company is $5,000. $5,000 up for grabs. So that's pretty stinking awesome. I can tell you that a couple years ago, when they did an incentive program or a quick incentive for enrollments, somebody in our team hit it. Sarah Reichstein earned that $5,000. So it's totally achievable. Seems like any big winners come from this group. Christy Hegger, Sarah Reichstein, it's pretty awesome, right? Jeep winners, yeah, that's pretty sweet that this team is rocking and rolling. But our team too, our team is putting together their own incentives. So if you got a new business partner in before 5 o'clock today, correct, Shauna? 5 o'clock today, yep. You get into the drawing for a hotel room to Kansas City Elite Academy. So our intent is to bring people into the business, new people, and get them fueled and get them going, because this is so fun to do with your friends, right? The people that you love and care about, lock arms and do it with them. So let's see, we got Pacesetter, we got the March Madness, and let's talk about, I'm so excited to hear about this because I haven't had a chance to talk to her. So back in August, I qualified to go to the Pro 5 Summit, and I had myself the best time. It is a game changer for sure. If you guys have not heard about that, when you hit the rank of Pro 5, which is $20,000 in organizational volume, and you hold it twice within the eligibility period, then the company pays your way to Park City, Utah, to come out and train with other people, other Pro 5s in the company. Mine that I went to, that I attended with Greg and Shauna also, was the first international Pro 5 summit that they had. So it was so fun to mingle with people from other countries and see how LifeVantage is growing across the world. We are part of something huge, and having the chance to sit down with the corporate staff and be in an intimate environment, it's such an honor to be a part of that, and that they're investing in you. I didn't have to pay for my trip. I got picked up in a limo. Never done that before. Rode by myself. I felt like a high roller. Look at me. I have target spots where I have spit up everywhere. I am not a high roller. So I'm not kidding you. Can you see all this? It's disgusting. They wouldn't put me in the car today if I had to, but you guys, they treat you right, and they invest in you because they know that this team, you know, everybody that gets involved with LifeVantage, that's the sustainability of the business. Okay, people that want to work it and want to grow it, that's the heart of what LifeVantage is. So Regina, my cousin, who's a nurse for most of her life, I'll let her tell you if she wants to, how long that is, recently attended Pro 5 Summit over the weekend. So I am so excited to hear about her experience. What I saw on Facebook looked like she was loving every minute of it. And a bonus piece is that her spouse was able to go with her. So that is pretty phenomenal that this is all going on. So Regina, take it over, because I can't wait to hear about what your experience was like.
Well, thank you very much, Jamie. Yeah, it was an experience. And if you have noticed, I've kind of been in the picture, out of the picture, in the picture, out of the picture. We just got home. So we had a little mishap in Dallas. You know, it never makes sense. We fly out of Grand Island, we have to go all the way down to Dallas, and then we have to come back up to Utah. Are you kidding me? It really doesn't make much sense. But instead of a 2-hour layover in Dallas, we had a 5-hour layover. So yeah, so I'm just barely making it on this call. So please bear with me. Like Jamie said, it was an amazing experience. I knew it would be, just because of what you have told me and what Shauna has told me. They do treat you like royalty. It was absolutely amazing, the whole limo thing. And the cool thing about it was from the very get-go, when we were picked up, we had other people in the limo. And obviously we didn't know anybody in that limo, but you made that connection from the very beginning. And that limo ride, that group of people, we stayed connected the entire time. I mean, it was fabulous. You do so much networking and you meet so many different people. I mean, I know that I have made lifetime friends. And so I really look forward to see what it will bring. You know, I think of when Shauna was there, if she hadn't have been at Pro 5 Summit, that connection with Mary Lee and Kim would not have happened, and we wouldn't have our wonderful units. Great things came from that. And so I only hope that some great things can come from my time at Pro 5 Summit also. You know, I don't even know where to begin. I have my book of notes here, and so I'm going to give you guys some highlights, some things, some major takeaways that I got. You know, it started off, of course, with Darren Jensen, and of course, he's very welcoming. I think that was the one thing that I really did enjoy, that Gary was able to come and see all of that, just to see how real corporate is and how invested they are. Because, you know, they wouldn't have to do this. When you think of Pro 5s, you have $20,000 of organizational volume going through your business. That is a long way from $100,000, which go through Pro 7. And so for them to invest that much on Pro 5s is absolutely astounding to me. But it just shows you how much that they want you to grow, they want you to succeed, and the nuggets that they gave were absolutely phenomenal. If you were able to go to EA, one thing that they stressed again was the whole characteristics of influencers. And I think that is so very important. And as leaders, we need to remember that. Obviously, you're looking for people who are independent. You're looking for people that are problem solvers. They're consistent. They create actions. They have a big vision, but most importantly, they're hungry. They're hungry for more. That was something that Darren Jensen really talked about. One of the speakers was Fred Graves. And oh my goodness, he absolutely is amazing. You're not going to find a more down-to-earth person. One of the analogies that he said that I thought was very, very interesting was, think about all the McDonald's around. Every McDonald's do things the same way, and they are very, very successful, obviously, but they have a system in place. We have a system in place. Everything is duplication. And that's what this company preaches over and over and over. And you think about it, if the Hastings McDonald's did their French fries one way, and if the Grand Island McDonald's decided they were going to use an extra like Lowry salt or something like that, they just went rogue and off course, they probably wouldn't have the success that they have. But because they have a system in place and it's duplicatable, they're very successful. And that's what LifeVantage has too. The other thing that they stressed, and we know this too, it's not about me. It's obviously about the team. And in the same way, when you think about the whole team, leaders have to be very, very careful that you don't get into just a manager role. They really, really stressed that. And they all said they made the mistake. And I think any one of our leaders can say probably there are times that we have made the same mistake where you kind of want to mother hen, so to speak. And instead of going out and continuing to grow your business, because that is very, very important. You obviously want to mentor and help your whole team, but you don't want to forget to grow your business because your team is looking up to you. They're watching what you're doing. And so if you quit recruiting and you quit inviting, that's what they're going to see. So they really did talk a lot about that. Principles, sticking with the system. Systems don't fail people. People tend to fail systems. So just kind of remember that. Stay plugged in. Stay consistent, go to meetings even if your guest cancels. Because the thing is, those weekly presentations, they're there to uplift your team, okay? It's not necessarily to grow your business. If you're there and your team sees you there, that's giving them a very strong message that you're there for them. It's not just about you. There's a ripple effect. And remember, ripple effects can be positive or they could be negative. So you really have to keep that in mind. What kind of ripple effect do you want to create? Obviously, a positive one. So just always keep that in your mind. Mindset. They talked a lot about mindset, and obviously there's a lot to be said about that. But one of the times I went running off, I remembered I wanted to do this deck a card thing. How many of you have seen the deck a card example that Fred Graves does? A show of hands if anybody has seen that. This absolutely blew me away. And now I hope it doesn't backfire on me because I just quickly ran and grabbed a deck of cards. But he said that Life Vantage is like a deck of cards, okay? We get told no all the time. And that's where the whole mindset thing comes in. You have to change your mindset. You can't let it bother you. You can't take it personally. Think of a deck of cards like all the jokers and the jacks, for example. Those are your haters. Those are your hecklers. We've all had that. And truth of the matter is sometimes it's your family, right? And that really can hurt. So the jokers and the jacks, those are your haters and your hecklers. The kings, the queens, the aces, those are your yeses. Those are your home runs. Those are the ones that are high noon and you catch them and they really want to change. The rest, the twos through the tens, those are your no's, okay? And so this is what he did. We'll see if this backfires, okay? So I'm just going to tell you, I don't know if you guys can see me or not. So, that's an 8. That's a no. That's a no. 10. That's a no. 9. This is working. No. 9. No. Joker. They hate you. They're laughing at you. They're making fun. 4. Another no. This is getting old, guys. It's 3. That's a no. 8. It's a no. 6. Guys, I didn't stack this. I just ran and got it out of my drawer. 7. No. This is true, isn't it? Was it Cassie Teal? Did she say she had like 80 some no's before she ever got a yes? 5. Nope. 4. Nope. Yes. Yes. Finally a yes. But how many no's did that take? Okay. Seriously. Another hater. Another hater. Nope. So yes, home run. But you see, it happens. You're going to get a lot of no's, guys, and it's okay. You got to get to the point where you change your mindset and you're going to be okay with it. You're just going to realize they're not ready right now, and that's okay. Doesn't mean that they're not going to be ready soon. You just keep believing and loving on them and just spreading the good news. So you see the story, how it goes. So anyway, I love that analogy. So I'm actually glad it worked. I'm glad there weren't a bunch of kings, queens, and aces on top. Let's see here. I don't even know how much time I have, guys. Scott Satterfield. Scott Satterfield was the other speaker. I mean, seriously, home run. Yeah. One thing he said that I loved, and I have been guilty of saying this too. I can't wait. This is my retirement plan. Okay. Retirement. He said, get rid of that term. Retirement means removal from service. Removal from service. That's the last thing we want to be thought of as removal from service. He said, so take retirement out of the vocabulary and replace it with influencer. That's what we are. We are influencers, okay? When you make others your mission, that's significant. That is super significant. And after you get a taste of significance, the money no longer matters. It's really not about the money. It's about making a difference. It's about being significant. It's about being an influencer. I love that. And again, it's a journey. It's your journey. Don't get frustrated with other people's success. Let it motivate you. You'll get there in your time. There's not a timeline on this, guys. Do it at your speed. Don't ever feel pushed. Let's see here. I'm going to keep passing along here. Consistency. Consistency is the number one reason people have success, obviously, but the same is true for inconsistency. If you're inconsistency, obviously you're not going to have as much success. So you need to make these actions, you need to make it a habit so it becomes hardwired. These are all things that we know. They say pick just a couple of things. Pick a couple of things that you can do consistently every single day. Don't pick too many, obviously, or you're going to feel, oh, Jamie. Otherwise, you're going to feel like you failed, okay? I liked this saying. This is something that Scott said, judge not the day by the harvest, but by the number of seeds that were sown. Be patient. The results will come. The results will come. Have a vision. Have a big vision. You know, what is your vision? The pain, the why, that's what's going to push you, okay? But it's going to be the vision that pulls you. I like that too. The pain and the why, that's what's pushing you, but your vision's going to pull you and get you through to where you need to be. The phone calls and reaching out to people. Again, change the mindset. Sometimes it can be kind of a drag and it's just like, oh my gosh, I just don't have enough hours in the day. Think about it as you get to make those calls, okay? Not that you have to. I use that same thing with my kids. I have for years. You get to go to Sunday school. You don't have to go to Sunday school. You get to. Same thing with the work that goes into this business. You get to do this. You don't have to. Let's see here. I had a few other things. Continue to build relationships. It's not all about you. Build belief in your team. Get to know your team, and obviously that ripple effect. And the other thing they said is stay humble. Always stay humble. Don't get bigger than yourself. And one of the things I know, I was pushed outside of my comfort zone when we were in South Carolina, and I did my first live. And one of the things is personal growth. Personal growth is really, really important. And so I have to tell you, when I was at one of the airports, I got myself a book. And I actually, because of all the layovers, I read the book. I got it all done. I don't know how many of you guys have read this book or heard of it, but it's You're a Badass Every Day. How many people have seen this or read this? Okay, this is amazing. And I do think I'm going to incorporate it actually at my JOB. I want to just read a couple of things. I had to go run and get these two because I got old eyes. So bear with me here. Sometimes mere hours or minutes after you walk out of a life-changing seminar, put down the book, kiss your butt-kicking friends goodbye. The blinders of your present reality can start to block out the greatness you glimpsed for yourself. Before you know it, all your familiar excuses have shuffled back in and resumed their perches, planting their heavy, defiant bodies squarely in the way of your hopes and dreams. Sometimes. But sometimes you make the hell-bent for glory decision to keep that meteoric momentum going strong, and you do whatever it takes to change your life, making your old excuses feel suddenly awkward and embarrassed and desperate to find any reason to leave the room. The excellent thing about living as a human being on planet Earth is that you have the almighty power of choice, which means you get to choose between achieving success and giving up. And the excellent thing about success is that it always comes down to one simple thing. The decision to keep going until you've reached your goal. Anyone can get excited about a great idea, but to stick with it all the way through to fruition is a whole other banana. I love the way she talks. Success requires commitment, motivation, focus, a sense of purpose, and courage. And it requires that you continually strengthen these muscles. So you meet each new challenge with a big old can of get the blank out of my way. So strengthening these muscles, she refers to it as a spiritual gym, like workout gym. As we travel the winding road to greatness, we've got to have some sort of workout routine to keep our motivation strong, our belief in the near impossible unwavering, and our focus firm, because muscles don't stay strong all by themselves. You don't go to the regular gym, for example, get in shape, and then act like, all righty, that was great. Thanks for the help with my awesome new bod. See you later. You have to keep working out on a regular basis, and you have to keep pushing yourself past your comfort zone if you want to stay strong. So there's lots of different examples they give for your own personal growth. This goes on and on and on. I love this book. It says so many great things. Here's one thing. If you run from your fears, they will follow you. If you run straight at your fears, they'll get the hell out of your way. Fears hate it when you do that. Fears hate it when you do that. Anyway, if you haven't seen this book, I recommend it. I read the whole thing today. It's quick, it's easy, but it's so true. It's so, so very true. So anyway, I could go on and on and on. Again, I don't know how much time, but I encourage everybody that hasn't been to Pro 5 Summit, make that your goal, because it is such an investment in you. You will make friendships and make connections. The networking, I'm looking forward to greatly. I met with a pediatrician who has been specializing in ADHD and the autistic spectrum for 35 years. It's like his specialty. And so I would love to share some of the things that he shared with me, and we're going to be in contact with one another. But it's kind of interesting because he's been very well known. He's been in private practice for a long time, but he has actually, after he's got started with LifeVantage, he's actually kind of been ostracized by a lot of his peers, which he's just like, I don't care. This is really doing amazing things for people that have been on pharmacologics for years and have not seen many results at all. And I get them on the product and I am seeing amazing things. And he's like, they'll get it. They'll get it. But he is staying true to what he believes and what he sees. So anyway, work hard, have your leaders help you get to your goals. And I just wish and hope this for everybody. It was a once in a lifetime experience, and I'm very thankful for it. And Jamie, thank you for introducing this to me. I wouldn't have had the opportunity if she wouldn't have not given up on me, because it took like 6 times before I ever got to a meeting. So thank you.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of you, and you are changing a lot of lives, including your own. I love it.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next up we have John Garner. John, are you on the line here? No, you are. I saw you on there earlier.
I'm here.
Okay, cool. Take it away.
All right. So hey, that Jamie, Regina, you guys are rock stars. That was amazing. I was taking notes like crazy. Regina, so many things you said, things that I talked about this week. It's really, really cool. So Regina talked about the duplicatable system. We have it. We absolutely have it, guys. And so stick with it. It's like working out, right? You've got to stick with the workout, right? And you've got to stick with the duplicatable system. And if everybody goes off and does their own things, it all goes to heck, right? But if you can get everybody going the same direction, there is no better way than that duplicatable system. Eyes off of you and on your team and on your prospects. I told that to a gentleman this week. That's what we do, right? Is eyes off of you. You will get everything that you want and more if you take the eyes off of you and just try to help the people that with their health and wellness, try to help them with to gain their financial freedom. Right? That is so true over and over and over again. It is so true. And that's why people will follow you. Take the eyes off of you. Love it. Love it. Love it. The ripple effect reminded me of the butterfly effect. So we've heard that over and over again. Guys, we're shaping people's lives for generations to come. Do you realize the power that you have in your hand? We all have this power in our hand. That this power behind LifeVantage is absolutely amazing, can change people's lives for absolutely decades. That deck of cards is probably the best analogy, and I've never heard it. One of the best things that I've ever heard. That was absolutely incredible, because it's so true. And what I will say about the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, 5s, 6, 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s, and the hecklers, right? Don't ever let somebody else that doesn't share your vision, don't let them put doubt into your mind, right? You have a vision, and that vision is what is bringing you all this health and wealth to a whole bunch and thousands of people. So don't let anybody ever put doubt in your mind whatsoever. I absolutely love that. Not about the money, is it? Never has been. You guys, make a difference. When you make a difference, the money will come anyway, right? So go out to make a difference. Love that. And again, you get to do this. You don't have to do this. I wrote this down just a few minutes ago. Your greatness, what you need to realize, guys, is the great ones didn't become great because they always saw themselves as being great. It's little bitty glimpses here and there. And then if you've ever saw that little bitty glimpse in yourself of sheer greatness, and it may be seconds at a time, right? That's the glimpse that you need to run with, right? And you're not going to see it. It's not going to just appear in front of you. That's the myth. When you think that people have this great, all these great qualities, and man, they're just a leader and they're just great. Guys, it's glimpses. It is small little glimpses that you run with over and over and over again. So, and everybody's got it. And I know you've all seen those glimpses of having those great success and that great leadership. Live off of those glimpses, and don't let anybody put doubt in your mind, because you know more about this company and about you. You're the only one that knows. How can somebody else ever know what you're capable of? Only you know what you're capable of. And I love that. So keep your confidence high. Your body language speaks it all. People always remember 80% of what you look like, what your body language, what your posture is, and only 20% of what you say. So don't think you have to have all the right words either. It is you share your confidence and run with that glimpse of greatness. Okay. As going on, I had to go over that because that was just too good. Amy and Regina, absolutely amazing. But here's the deal. We have until midnight tonight to get as many people into this March Madness contest as we possibly can. It only takes one enrollment, one upgrade. So if you didn't see the latest post, upgrades are available. So if you have any silver packs, any gold packs, any starter packs, if you can get them to upgrade tonight, guys, that's going to give you points. It's going to give you a lot of points, right? Points enough to qualify for that contest. So again, silver is worth a half a point. Gold is worth 1 point. A gold to platinum is worth 1 point. A silver to platinum is worth 1.5, and a platinum is worth 2 points, right? And so, guys, this is basketball. Jamie hit the nail on the head. Like, this is the greatest time of year. I think. I mean, I used to take this like month off when it came to work because I watched so much basketball. But it's the Cinderella stories. It is the people that they just saw glimpses, and just enough to give them the confidence to go after it. The only way you lose this contest is if you just don't try. That's the only thing, if you just don't try. So go out. You've got hours to close this month out, about 3 hours to close this month out. Actually 4, because we go mountain time. So you got 4 hours to close this month out. You can do it. You can upgrade somebody. You can find that last silver pack to get involved into the contest, guys. Just work yourself to get involved. And not only that, but with our team contest, you're never out of it. You're never out of it. So give it your best to really go out and say, hey, you know what? Come hell or high water, I'm in this to win it, right? And I'm just going to do my best, because you just never know what's going to happen. You never know when the 16 seed knocks off number 1 and goes to the top. Guys, you just never know. And I absolutely love that. So this week I would challenge you to do this. 1, do what you can to do what you can tonight, right? So there's never a better time than to start than absolutely right now. Not an hour from now, but right now. And it's so quick, right? Call somebody, text them right after this call, message them, use the voice message on Messenger, use the recorded face messenger. You're going to get responses, right? So send that to somebody tonight and say, you're never going to believe what I just found out. I'm so excited. You're not going to believe what I just found. Those type of things, they're going to ask you what tonight. You can send them a short video, say, hey, to get into this tonight, we can do this tonight. Guys, there's some crazy things that have happened in this business in very short period of time. I'm telling you, it can happen. Okay. And all month long, you've got it with our team. You're never eliminated from this contest. Okay. So all week long, or all month long, you're going to be after it. You're going to get recognition on the team pages, and we've got lots of giveaways, right, Bridget? Right, Shauna? We've got lots of giveaways to be given away to the team. So keep going, earn those giveaways, and watch your business change. This week, right, go after it tonight. This week, think about going after 3. Going after 3, right? Just find 3. I'm telling you, if you go in with your posture high, with your confidence high, and saying, hey, you know what? I love this time of year because it's when the Cinderellas rise, right? And get them to think of themselves as that Cinderella, right? Put confidence in them and say, I know you can do this. I know you can do this. I've seen greatness inside of you, because sometimes we have to see that greatness inside of somebody else before they can see it inside of themselves. Guys, 3 people this week. We all can do it. And when we do it, watch what your team does. Okay? I'll give you one success story from this week, right? This week, a gentleman that I haven't talked to in nearly 20 years. Nearly 20 years. Send him a Facebook Messenger, ask how he was doing, right? Wanted to know about his family. I got texting or messaging back and forth on Facebook because I don't have his number. So we're messaging back and forth, and I'm complimenting him, right, on, because he was like a father figure to me. I really think he's a really great guy and great entrepreneurial minded guy. And I told him he was. And then I asked him to take a look at our business. So he told me he would call me on Friday, and he did. And he enrolled with a Platinum Pack yesterday. Guys, they're out there. They're out there. They're out there all over the place. I'm telling you, and what this is going to do for him and his family and all the people that he knows is something that would have never happened had I not reached out to him. Guys, you hold a gift. Regina said it best. You don't have to do this. You get to do this every day. This is a gift that you get to give to your team day in and day out. Just go give it. Right? Let's do some drawings.
All right. Nice job, John. Nice job, girls. I'm so proud of you all. It's been a great week. Everybody, this is what it's about, guys. If we did this every single month, just did our own little March Madness throughout the year, man, this excitement needs to be, this is going to be carried on throughout the rest of the year. I can just tell, because this team is really focused on these goals. And I think we just need to set those out there for all of us every single month like this, right? So we're going to start off. We have got 10 people in the drawing that have enrolled distributors this week, guys. That is huge. This is so big. I am so excited for every single one of us. Again, if we just keep doing this every single month, every single week, this team is going to explode, and there's going to be Jeeps driving all across this state, right? And down in Texas and down and everywhere with the LifeVantage, we've touched flags in LifeVantage. So what we're drawing for this week, once a week, we're going to be drawing through the end of March for just people that are enrolling distributors, okay? So if you've enrolled a distributor, you get your name in the drawing, okay? And we're going to be giving you swag. We're going to be giving you some product, and we'll just ship this straight to you. It'll be a nice little present that you're going to receive. You don't even know what it's going to be. So we're excited. So I'm going to draw the first name here for this week. And then by the end of the month, you guys know what the final goal is, or the final winner is going to get. they're going to get a ticket to Elite Academy and their hotel paid for. So don't forget that. So your name will be in this drawing for that as well. So keep enrolling so your name gets in there more, okay? Here's the drawing goes to Wanda Hofner. Woo-hoo! Nice job, Wanda. We'll be looking for your package in the mail. Nice job. Write that down. All right, guys. With that, I think that's all we have. I'm looking at the messages to see if we have anything. I don't think there's anything I've seen. So thank you guys all for getting on the call this week. Get on next week for more drawings, more excitement, and go kill it this week, guys.
Hey, Bridget.
Yeah.
Pull one more name out. How about either a bag of Axio or and I'll do it, bag of Axio or a bottle of, how about NRF1? Does it matter to anybody? You want? Who's going to post? Anybody say Axio or NRF1? We got enough on there. I want to reward some people for kicking tail this week.
Right? Okay, what do we do? What are we doing then? Axio or NRF?
Everybody post. Go ahead and draw a name, and then post before you put it in the comment section what you'd like before you get off this call.
Okay.
Nail it.
Angela Carr. Woo-hoo! Nice job, Angela. She's rocking and rolling. All right, guys. That's all we got for tonight. Thank you again for joining the call, and we will see you next week.